Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this BougeRV Arch Pro 200 watt shade tolerant N-type flexible solar panel. So this is provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost anything extra. So let me flip this over so we can open it. So I pulled this open and found the manual here. So let's take a quick look at it. Now I'm not going to cover everything in here. You want to read through it on your own. Looks like it's around 7 pages. So this is the Arch Pro 200. So here we have the dimensions of the panel. So it's 30.9 by 52.9 inches. It also shows the grommet locations here. This talks about installing it. So you want to clean it. This talks about using a sealant and pressing it down. It says to apply sealant on the windward edge, let it sit for 48 hours to dry. This talks about connecting it up. So we have the panel, we have extension cables, we have a solar charge controller, and a battery. This talks about connecting it to a portable power station. This shows series and parallel connections. And here we have the specs. Now we're looking at the Arch Pro 200, so it's the specs on the right. So maximum power is 200 watts plus or minus 5%. Efficiency is 25%. Max power voltage is 31 volts plus or minus 5%. Open circuit voltage is 36 plus or minus 5%. Weight is 7.9 pounds. Then we have FAQ here. And more FAQ, and that's it. So we have a cardboard layer there, we have a foam layer, and then we have the panel. We also have foam on the ends, and it looks like the cardboard is just on the one side to kind of stiffen the whole thing up, and the rest is foam. So let me pull this off my bench here and get it out. Okay, so here's the panel. Pull this protection off here, and here are the cables. And the manual says these are 33.5 inches. So they're just under 3 foot. So this has MC4 connectors, so that's a standard solar panel connector. We have a positive and negative sticker on here so we know which is which. It also lists specs on this label over here. You can see how thick this is. So the big advantage of this panel is that it's shade tolerant. With a traditional solar panel, if you have something like a leaf fall on it, it can degrade the performance of the whole panel. This is more tolerant of that. So if you have a shadow from a tree come across it, while it's blocking this side, the other side can still produce solar power. That feature makes this really ideal for mobile applications where you don't always know where the solar panel is going to be. Now if you're doing a permanent solar installation, you might put the panels where you just don't have any shade. But if you mount this on top of a car or an RV, you don't always have say whether or not there will be shade around. So the sun is not out as I film this, but I'm going to get this set up with my power station. When the sun comes out, we'll take this outside and we'll test it out. Okay, so I have this solar panel outside. Now it's very early in the morning, so the sun is at a low angle. It's also winter time. It's about 30 degrees out. So these are not ideal conditions for solar charging. But this is a very efficient panel. You can see it's partially shaded on the right side there. Let's take a look at my power station. So it's over here, and I have this connected up with a 30-foot extension cable. And despite the horrible conditions, I'm still getting, up to 25 watts of charging. Now with the traditional solar panel, I'm getting next to zero with these conditions, especially with the shading going on. Now my state of charge is currently at 33%, so I'm going to leave this out here. As the sun rises, this will have greater efficiency. Now to get the top efficiency out of this, it'd be best to aim it towards the sun, but I think a lot of people will mount these on top of a vehicle or an RV, so you can't actually mount this on a curve too. So as the sun rises up, we'll come back out and recheck it. Okay, so it's been about an hour. The sun is a little bit higher in the sky, and we're drawing around 74 watts. Now since this is shade tolerant, I can cover up part of the panel and we won't lose the whole panel. So I've covered part of the panel and we're still getting around 30 watts of charging. Now it has warmed up a little bit, it's still between 30 and 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So the voltage on this panel is likely to be a little bit higher. Now since this is a 24 volt panel, as opposed to say a 12 volt panel, we're going to have fewer losses in the cable running from the solar panel to the power station. So that really helps out if your solar panel is on top of an RV and you have wires run down to a battery. Or in my situation, I'm using an extension cable so I can put the power station in a cool location and the solar panel in the direct sun. Okay, so I've hooked up a traditional 100 watt solar panel and we can see it's pulling in around 50 watts. And that's due to the angle of the sun. So both of these solar panels are getting about 50% of their rated capacity due to the low angle of sun because it's winter where I'm at. So let's cover up part of this panel. So I've covered up a little bit of the panel and it's dropped the wattage down to about 2 watts. So you're pretty much losing the whole panel when you cover up even just a tiny portion. Now let's go back to the BougeRV. So the BougeRV is pulling in around 100 watts. Let's cover up part of it. And even with this covered, we're still pulling in around 90 watts. When I go camping and such, I can't babysit my panels all day. With a panel like the BougeRV, you can put it out there, and if it gets shaded here and there, you're not going to lose all of your solar charging. Let's go ahead and put this right in the middle. So even with this completely covered in the middle here, I'm still getting around 25 watts of charging. That's nice. So I'm going to try and angle this towards the sun to aim it. So to properly aim it, the trick I like to use is put a cylinder on it. I'm using this little paint can, and you want to angle it until the shadow disappears. So angled towards the sun, I saw around 163 watts. So if you don't permanently attach this to your vehicle, you could actually lean this up against a tree to angle it towards the sun. But like I said, when I'm using this mostly, it'll be in the summertime when the sun will be at a high angle. So that's the BougeRV Arch Pro 200 watt shade tolerant flexible solar panel. One of my biggest problems with using solar panels when I'm out camping and such is having to babysit them due to shade. I always have to reposition them. Sometimes I have a nice bright sunny spot, but then a tree branch will come across and kill the output of my panel. With a panel like this, you have high efficiency to begin with, and then it also has the shade tolerance, so you can have more efficient charging in less than ideal conditions. Now I just had this on the ground, but you can mount this on top of a car, you can screw it down, or you could use adhesive. The Amazon description shows a couple different ways you can mount this. And since it's flexible, you can mount this on a curved surface. So this would be great for van life or an RV. You can also throw this in the bed of your truck and then just prop it up against something, or use the grommets to tether it to, say, a tree or something. Now this has MC4 connectors, so you can connect it up to pretty much any power station using different adapters. And since it's 24 volt, you're going to get more efficient transfer than you would with 12 volt. Now the open voltage of this is around 36 volts, so you do want to make sure your equipment can handle that. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.